So at this point, guys, it's no secret just how crazy, and by the way, thanks for tuning in. Cheers to you guys. Just how crazy car payments have gotten, especially in the United States. And in this video, we're going to go over some real life examples and break down what my thoughts are. So guys, let's get into it.
Okay, so this right here is a payment for my white Maxima. So after that payment, there's 2 more payments that car will be paid off. Okay, this payment right here was $318 a month. I put no money down on that car. $318 a month for 5 years. The payment on this new Maxima right here, 7 years, and it's $603. Make that make sense. And I'm not gonna cry until I make that payment. And I got 7 years of doing that shit.
Oh my God, guys, 7 freaking years. Could you imagine 7 years, a 7-year car loan? That's the reality. A lot of people are getting 7-year car loans. And she said in 2019, her payment with $0 down was $300 a month. Not bad, pretty reasonable. Now it's at what? 600, 700 on a 7 year. So no doubt car prices and car monthly loan payments have gone up like crazy over the last couple of years. And she put $0 down on her car. I don't recommend that at all. I'm a big proponent of paying cash for a car, or if you get a good interest rate and you could use that money elsewhere, put a chunky down payment on a car and get it financed. If you can afford that payment 10 times over, you can get it financed. I'm not 100% against that, but ideally buy it in cash, or if you can get that good rate and put that money elsewhere, maybe pay off some other high interest debt, or maybe invest it at a much higher yield, go ahead and do that. But putting 0% down, having a 7-year loan, not a good idea in my opinion. I'm a big proponent of 4-year loans for cars, maybe 5, ideally 4 though.
Hey Jonathan, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
I drive a 2018 Ford Mustang GT and my car payment's $597 a month.
Hey Steven, what do you drive
2022 Ram 1500.
and what's your car payment?
1027.
Hey David, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
I drive a 2017 Acura MDX, and my car payment is, I don't know if I feel comfortable sharing that, but it's $564.
Hey Juan, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
I drive a 2015 Subaru Forester, and my payment is $390 a month.
Hey Giovanni, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
2007 Ford Mustang, and it's paid off.
Hey Norris, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
Dodge Ram 1500 and a Mercedes.
What are the payments?
On both cars?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hey Jennifer, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
A 2022 Mazda CX-5 and it's $635.
Hey Ryan, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
I drive a 2023 Mazda CX-30 and I pay $527 a month.
Hey Ariel, what do you drive and what's your car payment?
I drive a 2020 Toyota 86 and I don't have a car.
Let's go, guys. Shout out to all those people that don't have car payments. And did you guys know the average car payment right now, I think in the United States, is around $700 a month? So a lot of them had about a $550 a month car payment, $600, $650. The one guy had an $1,000 a month car payment, a couple of paid off cars in there. So not bad, but it's crazy. The $700 a month car payment, that is high on average, right? You know, that's the average payment right now, which, what do you guys think? I'm actually curious. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's high? And also, let me know in the comments down below, what is your car payment? I'm curious. And for me, you may ask, Stas, what's your car payment? Well, mine's $0. My car is paid off. I love it.
Yes, sir. Ashley and Chris came out and got the 392 Grand Cherokee. They sold their soul for the car. How much did you guys put down? $2,500. How much was your monthly payment?
$799.
$799. How long are y'all financing for? For life.
So yeah, obviously, guys, That's a joke. I think this guy's entire page is going over, you know, these fake scenarios where it's like, oh, $2,500 down, but you're paying $800 a month for life. I mean, you guys, I'm sure you've seen these scammy, not even scammy, but these videos online where the guy's like, I got my guy in this 2025 Mustang, yada, 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 for $70,000. He paid 0 down, 35% interest or 100% interest or something nuts. And these crazy freaking deals that are being done right now that I think are predatory. So I'm assuming this guy's page, the video we just watched, is kind of, you know, a bit of satire, playing a joke on those ridiculous car deals you're seeing on Instagram, on TikTok these days. But the reality is, man, there's a lot of predatory deals going on right now. People that have low credit scores, they're putting 0 down, they're getting 7-8 year car loans with interest through the roof. I mean, these are most certainly gonna get repoed. Let's be honest, guys. It's predatory.
The way you know someone's going to stay middle class is when they have 2 very nice cars that are obvious $500, $600, $700 payments sitting in front of a middle class house.
Exactly.
100% those people are going to stay middle class until they break that habit.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, a lot of people, especially in America, I agree with Dave Ramsey here, guys. They have 2 really nice cars, sometimes 3, you know, BMW, Mercedes, you got your Audi, you got your this, you got your that, whatever. And a lot of the time, these are on debt. You know, they have car payments, and they didn't put much money down. Like the previous example, you know, a lot of these people put maybe $2,500 down, $5,000 down, and they're paying these massive payments for years on years on years. And a lot of these people with the 2-3 nice cars, not many of them buy it in cash, guys. Trust me, not many of these people buy these cars in cash. And again, not many of them even are putting decent sized down payments on them. So yeah, I mean, if you're dishing out $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month on cars for years, think about how much money you'd have invested if you were investing that much a month in not in cars, but in stocks, not in cars, in stocks. Big difference. Or other investments out there, right? It's crazy when you think about it that way. And Dave Ramsey's right.
How much are y'all paying for your car payments? I just saw a video where someone is paying $1,400 for one singular car payment. And it gets better. Apparently, the husband's car payment was $1,400 as well. They are paying $2,800 a month for their car payments combined. That's more than mortgages. And we have like high taxes up here because we're in New York State. So what the earth?
Yeah, I mean, $2,800 a month in cars, that's nuts. I mean, if you're paying that much a month in cars, $2,800, you better be making a ton of money. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I mean, not even $100,000 a year, $150,000, $200,000 a year. Well, maybe $200,000, you can get away with it. But if you're making even $150,000 a year, guys, you can't justify $2,800 a month in cars. At least if you want to have extra money and invest a bunch, live comfortably, you just can't justify it, right? And this next video we're going to watch here, guys, will give you some insight on how much car payment you might be able to afford based on your income, looking at the 10% rule. Let's take a look.
About 1 in 5 Americans have a car note of at least $1,000 or more a month, which according to the 10% rule means they should be making an income of $120,000 or more. The 10% rule is an easy way to estimate how much car you can afford. You take your annual salary, divide by 12, multiply by 10%. That's your car note for the month. Here's what that looks like for someone making a $30,000 salary all the way down to $150,000.
Boom. There you go, guys. There you have it. So this breaks it down beautifully. If you're making $30,000 a year, you can only afford a $250 a month car payment based on the 10% rule. So think about it. Think about it. The average car payment in America right now, excuse me, is $700 a month. And for you to make, or for you to justify making a $700 a month car payment, you need to make $90,000 a year as an individual. And the average salary in the United States is far from that. I think it's like, what, $50,000 a year, whatever it is. So think about it. The average person, $700 car payment, $50,000 a year. But based on the 10% rule, you need to make almost double that $50,000, $90,000 to actually afford that $700 car note comfortably using the 10% rule, which is nuts. And if you want to afford, let's say, a $1,200 car note, you need to make at least $150,000 a year. And think about that $2,800, example we just heard. You're going to have to be making at least $300,000 a year in salary to justify that comfortably, right? So guys, slow your roll. If you have $100,000, or not $100,000, if you have a $1,000 car payment and you're not making over $120,000 at least per year, you got to think about that. You might have to make some changes. So guys, the reality is right now, and I've covered this before on the channel, I made another car payment video a couple weeks ago. It got like 8,000 views. Go check it out after this video. I'll link it down below. But the reality is most people are biting off more than they can chew. They have more car than they can afford. Sometimes they have 2, 3 cars. I mean, guys, you don't need that many cars. My wife and I, we've literally had one car right now for like 3 years, 4 years. You don't need 2 cars, especially if you work at home, I mean, you don't need 2 cars. It is what it is. So what do you guys think? That's my thought. That's the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers, by the way. I'll see you in the next one.